What's up guys, welcome to the Matt Stone as Elvis channel. Today I'm launching a brand new series where I'm going to teach you all about how to master the Elvis look. This is kind of a self-help video for ETAs and anybody who wants to style their hair like Elvis Presley in 1970. I've gotten this video request over and over and over again ever since I put out my 1969 tutorial a long time ago, which actually isn't that good, but I've watched it since then and I'm like, no, that's not right. So this is an updated one for 1970 because I get this request a lot. So I just got out of the shower, I just blow dried my hair. It's completely natural, there's absolutely nothing in it. First, I'm going to start with, just grab a random pomade. I'm using Layrite Super Hold. You don't want that much of it. In 1970, Elvis's hair had very little shine on it. It just kind of looked healthy and you want a little bit of hold to be able to keep the movement back. Now on the cut for 1970 hair, make sure you tell your barber it's a feather cut. So they're going to use thinning shears on the sides of your hair, just kind of ran through like that, to make it naturally feather back, which is what's going to create that look. And I also take it up here and make it feather all the way back. So I just use thinning shears all over my head. I cut my own hair. So, I mean, even if your barber messes it up and you want your hair to feather back and they don't use thinning shears, grab a pair of thinning shears, go in and just kind of like work through the side of your hair. I'm not responsible if you mess up. Disclaimer. A little bit of pomade. Now, for this cut, you don't want to really like drench your hair in it. You don't want to put it in like this. You want to put it in with your fingertips and just kind of run it through. So it's not a huge amount of pomade. Okay. Now, if you accidentally hit it with your palm, like I just did, you're just gonna go with your fingers and put it through there to texture it back. The only time your palm should be hitting is like at the very end of the rub. So you go in with your fingertips, and as you go all the way back, you get deeper into your hand, and your palm can kind of hit because you've already gotten the pomade off for the most part. Okay, just really hit this front part to make it go up, but you're only really hitting the root. You don't want this part to be super pomaded, only on the root. Next step in the 1970 Elvis cut, just brush your hair straight back. Don't worry about part lines, don't worry about any of that right now. You're just really looking for texture and making it move backwards. So all throughout this video, every time I put a new product in, I'm going to be brushing my hair straight back to make sure that the product does not get clumpy. The brush should move right through your hair, and if there's any parts where it feels sticky, just keep focusing on it because you do not want your hair to be clumpy or slick at all. Okay. Kind of missed the back of my hair when I was blow drying, so when you brush your hair back, go in like this and then kind of flare the brush out. Okay, next is the most vital product. Just keep running your hands through it. In this entire video is texture powder or boosting powder, any kind of powder product. In the last video I used American Cruise boosting powder, which is like $12 for like 10 grams. This is 8 grams, it's like $3. It's called Dust It. It's like the cheapest. You can get it on AliExpress or Wish.com, but they also sell it on Amazon. And it just goes in like salt. It's super cheap. It's literally just silica. Like the stuff that you would get in a jacket pocket, that's silica gel. This is silica powder, and that's all it is. You could find it, like go to makingcosmetics.com. They have silica powder or polymers that will give your hair this kind of hold. So you want to put it in, and it's going to give your hair all the texture that you need. Really focus on the diagonals. So I call this the diagonals of your hair. So like where this part meets, where it goes straight back, those are the diagonals. Focus on that a lot. This bottle's almost empty. Get a lot into the sides. It's getting in my eyes. Then pull this down, back. Now I use way more texture powder than I actually should, but it works for the cut. So as you can see, my hair's now all frizzy. I'm just gonna kind of work it back and get it in there, get the texture going. Look at that, that's what texture powder does. My hair would not normally do that if I didn't have this in there. Now, as you can hear, I'm getting more resistance in the brush. You shouldn't feel the resistance when you do the pomade, but you're gonna feel it once you get the texture powder in. Okay, so just brush straight back, and you're gonna start to see the look kind of forming. Make sure you hit every area that feels sticky, that feels clumpy. Because I use so much, I really have to get in there. but it's going to work for the drying. So the reason that they put silica inside of jackets and clothing and leather goods is to wick out moisture, because moisture is absorbed by silica. So if a jacket would get ruined from water, they put the silica in there so the moisture goes to that packet. So what this is doing is it's literally taking the grease out of the pomade, and it's just keeping the hold there, which is why I like it. And because of the silica also gives your hair a lot of texture. So it's getting rid of the moisture. So now, right now, I'm kind of just, on Elvis's hair in 1970, the part goes diagonally back, like that. It's not on the side, it's more over here. I kind of like to follow this part of my eyebrow and just go up. And that's where your part's gonna be. It's gonna go slightly diagonal to the point where it'll go to the center of your head at your crown. Just kind of run your hands through it and kind of start separating that part line at the top of your head, like that. I don't know if you can see. Let me get a little bit up there. There we go. I was totally out of shot, I'm sorry. Okay, so as you can see, it's already kind of starting to take like a 1969-y type shape. So now I'm just kind of gonna puff this out with my sides to get a lot of that texture. Look at that. That's how you want it to look. Puff it out and run your hands through it. Now I'm going to take my trusty blow dryer. It's pink, but it was on sale for like $15. So, oh well. Plug it in. I'm just gonna blow dry it straight back. You could use your hands or you could use a brush. I like to use my hands. There we go. I'm gonna take the brush, go through the sides, go straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back. Now, take the brush, right there, the end of the brush should be right where the part line is. Kind of just take it and move that part a little bit forward. So this part kind of falls forward in the front. Then you can emphasize the part, go up, and pull that forward a little bit. Make it super round. And there we go. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly how Elvis's hair would look when it was fixed in 1970. A lot of times he didn't fix his hair, but like August 1970, you'll see some pictures of him when he's taking pictures with fans or whatnot. There's one specific picture in my head that I'm thinking of where he's wearing his black floral puffy shirt that they had made for the rehearsal scenes and a pleather looking jacket because it's super shiny. With a high collar, and his hair is just kind of like that. If you want it messier, just pull it forward. Just don't emphasize it too much. You don't want to go like, just take the strands and pull it forward, especially this part. Pull it out that way. But always make sure that you got that little curve in the front at the part line. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. It depends on the type of 1970 hair that you want, but this is a good starting place for anybody. So if you want it more fixed, keep it up. If you want it more messy, just kind of pull it forward, ruffle it. You can take your fingers right in the front and just kind of pull it down to muss it up a little bit. If you want it bigger on the sides, just kind of muss it up a little bit. And there you go. 1970 Elvis. Just get it up there. Bam. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. It really depends on how messy you want it. You want it more like on stage, there you go. If you want it more like the end of the concert, when you're sweaty, your hair will fall. It'll go here. And there you go. Elvis, end of a That's the Way It Is show. The only thing is, I don't have my sideburns on right now. Those are right here in my drawer. I'm gonna stick those on if I need to. If you're interested in purchasing the sideburns, those are for sale from EP Accessories Co. EP Accessories Co. at gmail.com. Hit us up. We can get you a pair of sideburns, $125. Professional grade, lace, real human hair. Much more affordable than any other brand that I've ever seen. Most will run you like all the way up to $500 for a pair of 70s sideburns. We're charging like cheaper sideburns, 50s prices for the 1970s sideburns. So check us out. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, let me fix my hair to more my way I do 70s hair. God bless you. Thank you so much. We'll be right back with more Elvis tutorials.